JD's fair not to trust his fingers. I hope you play the Saints every single week from here on out, then. I hope you play this. I hope you play the Saints every single week from here on out. Hold on.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Tom and Zach, let me know when you guys are. I don't know. Is Zach doing it too, or is it just you, Tom? Is it not anymore? The fuck do you think I'm getting set up here, you dumb bitch? You should not be the one talking, considering you just fucking let me maybe sit here now. You have no right now, Dom. I'm trying to study for my Series 7 here, you bitch. Well, then don't tell me a time that's going to be an hour early. Or an hour late. One of the two. I'm thinking we're going to fucking play 7:55. No, 8:30. 8:30 comes around. Nothing. 8:35. Yo. 20 minutes later. Oh, yeah, I'm almost out. What the fuck? Yeah, which is fine. Just saying. It's fucked up. Alright. Tom, let me know when you're good. Good luck. I just gotta make sure Tom's voice is coming through. Nah, it's on. I just gotta make sure Tom can come through. I'll mute my shit though.
Alright, my voice is here. After what he just said, no.
Alright.
I agree. It is.
Somehow. How am I the how I'm the favorite too? I don't get, considering he's 3-2 and I'm 1-3, but whatever. Still, all right. I'm taking my shit off.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike
here we are, everybody, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm Thomas Jones IV, coming to you live for a Week 6 edition of the NFASL Game of the Week, featuring the Minnesota Vikings, who will be kicking the football off to the Detroit Lions, who right now sit at 3-2 and are now 2 games behind the 5-1 Chicago Bears, who moments ago defeated the Cincinnati Bengals. So this is a huge matchup in the NFC North between the second and third place teams at the moment. Minnesota defensively going to get on the field first, and Detroit's offense is going to come out on the field as DJ Ugalele, former Clemson Tiger, making his third start here in the NFASL. First down is a handoff out of the shotgun to DeAndre Swift. He'll pick up 4 yards on the ground and set up a 2nd down and 6. Bobby Okereke in on that tackle. DJ Ugalele again out of Clemson supplanted Dak Prescott as he was traded to the Arizona Cardinals earlier this season. First throw from Ugalele is complete to Jordan Addison, who they picked up from Jacksonville a season ago, as Addison's first catch will gain about 5. And our first 3rd down today here in Minnesota. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end Pat Freiermuth on the right of your screen. Another inside zone. This is a keeper for Ukulele. He's got a first down and more. Darting to the outside and will slide to safety after a gain of 13 yards down to the 47-yard line. Nice play call there from Coach Dom, a former Super Bowl champion here in the NFASL back in Madden, let's see, I think it was Madden 15, Madden 16 with the Cleveland Browns, long time ago. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, a minute and a half here into the NFASL game of the week. Play action, here comes pressure from Minnesota, and it gets home. Courtesy of Bobby Okereke, who came down from his right outside linebacker position as he just bowled a strike that time. Came in and made the play, and it's a loss of 2 for Detroit. So not a terrible loss on first down. It still doesn't hurt the Lions necessarily in their script here to start this game. 2nd and 12, shotgun, 4-man rush. Pass is batted away, dangerous throw as Tremaine Edmonds was in the vicinity looking for Freiermuth across the middle, and it's now 3rd down and long for the Lions. Detroit entering this game at 3-2 on the young season here in Season 6. Looking to finally get a team together, Coach Dom, that will contend for a playoff spot. Big 3rd down here on the opening drive. Ukulele all day to throw, and immediately runs out of that time. Thrown out a sack, and that interception was dropped. Easy pick for Tremaine Edmonds, unable to make the catch, but an incompletion will set up 4th down and 12. So out comes Cam Johnston and the punt unit for Detroit. Johnston will boot one to the far sideline, and at the 10-yard line, Whittington will retrieve it, step out of bounds, and the Vikings will start backed up at their own 10 as Sam Howell will step out onto the field. Howell, of course, played his college days at the University of North Carolina for the Tar Heels. Was the quarterback after Mitch Trubisky at University of North Carolina, so some big shoes to fill there. Howell first throws a screen setup and batted away. Looking for the tight end Robert Shepard, who's been quite the revelation this season for Minnesota. And early in this game, Sam Howell is already making some scary throws if you're a Viking fan. That one was batted away by Detroit. So 2nd down and 10. And you don't really see that too often, defensive linemen getting in on a tight end screen. Rarely do you see a tight end screen even called in Madden. So kudos to Coach Bacchus for digging deep into the playbook to try to find something new to get the ball to his star. 2nd down, 10 yards, quick throw. It's caught by Amari Cooper. He works around the outside, he's got a 1st down, and inside the 40-yard line to the 36 goes Amari Cooper. Pickup of 26 there on 1st down. So the Vikings now able to complete their first pass of the day. That's going to give them plenty of breathing room as they're now approaching the 40-yard line here on 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Howell will throw, and the ball is picked off by Antoine Winfield Jr. against his father's former team, and Winfield is in the end zone for a Lions pick 6. Well, now that this interception has been thrown, that's going to throw away Sam Howell's development opportunity. He did have a dev game here, and that has gone by the wayside early in this game. Lions take a 7-0 lead here in US Bank Stadium, and the Lion faithful back in Detroit have to be enthralled with that performance to this point. So Antoine Winfield, who was able to become an X-Factor safety this season, has already paid dividends early in this game, picking off that Sam Howell attempt and taking it back 37 yards for a Detroit Lions score. Vikings will take the football back at the 25-yard line, now trailing by 7. And for Coach Bacchus, he can play a little bit more loose now that the the superstar ability is gone. He's going to take a shot immediately, and there it is! Jordan Whittington is gone! Talk about taking the top off the defense. Jordan Whittington ran right by the secondary, untouched, and into the end zone for 75 yards. And the extra point is good. And just like that, in a matter of 8 seconds, we are tied up at 7. Jamie Gillen, the Polish Hammer, don't ask me why he has that nickname, kicks this away, and the Lions will call a fair catch and will set up shop at the 25-yard line. Last time we saw DJ Ukulele in this Lion offense, they were able to accrue a couple of first downs before stalling right around midfield. So for Ukulele, the focus on this drive is trying to get into the red zone and punching the drive out with 6 points. You're going to see a lot of shotgun formations from Coach Dom. They don't have the necessary running game or offensive line to sit there and run the ball under center. So a lot of runs out of the shotgun here as there's one from Swift. It'll pick up 2 yards to the 27-yard line as Tremaine Edmonds now has his X Factor lit up after a pair of those deflections on the first drive. So keep your eyes on number 49 as Tremaine Edmonds, again, traded from Buffalo in the past offseason, is a mammoth linebacker, 6'5", over 240 pounds. Here's a screen set up for DeAndre Swift. He'll work for the first down inside the 35 to the 37 for a pickup of 10. So good play call again on second down from the Lions, able to get some quick yards, and it's going to set up a first down. Here comes a blitz from Tremaine Edmonds, and it gets home, forcing Ukulele to have to get rid of the football. Incompletion on first down, and that A-gap pressure from Edmonds, the root cause, there on first. So second down and 10 for the Lions at the 37-yard line. 4:44 left in the first quarter. Lions and Vikings knotted up at 7. And Ukulele is smacked at the 33-yard line. Danielle Hunter, sack number 7 on this season, and a great start for the Viking pass rush here on back-to-back plays, forcing Ukulele to go down. Third down and 14 from the 33-yard line. 3-man rush here from Minnesota. It's a play-action play. Stepping up in the pocket is Ukulele, and another interception that was dropped. That one looked like it was Minka Fitzpatrick who was unable to haul the football in. And again, the Lions dodge a bullet there and will settle for a punt. So Johnston's second punt in this first quarter. This time we'll try the near sideline. Ball will bounce out of bounds at the 23. Sam Howell threw a touchdown pass after the interception on his opening drive, so he's 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 75 yards scored to Jordan Whittington, so now the Lions have to be mindful of that speed that Whittington provides. So how they adjust, we'll see on this drive. Quick throw, it's to Eric Ebron, the number 2 tight end in Minnesota, and he's got a healthy gain up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 18 on that pitch and catch as Eric Ebron, who's been a journeyman here in the NFASL, drafted by the Lions and then played his days with Indianapolis as well as Pittsburgh before now coming over to Minnesota. First down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. Here in this divisional matchup between the Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, trying to battle for NFC North supremacy. And Hal's going to run for his life, get rid of the football, and was not out of the tackle box, therefore will be penalized for an intentional grounding. That's a 15-yard penalty and a loss of down. So for the Vikings, a poor decision there from Hal. Again, it was either throw the football away, take the penalty, or take the shot from the 2 defensive ends from Detroit. So instead, it'll be a second down, 25 yards to go. Vikings don't have a lot of plays in the book for this type of situation. Let's see what they draw. Howell from the gun will throw, and here comes more pressure, and the ball is caught by Shepard at the 30, up to the 35-yard line. So way to make the most out of the situation there for Robert Shepard, the rookie tight end who has been the focal point, believe it or not, of this Minnesota offense in 2025. Howell from an empty set on 3rd and 16. Here comes a blitz. It's picked up by the Viking offensive line. Drag route caught by Brandon Cooks, and he's close to first down yardage at the 49, but will draw just a pair of yards short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes Gillen. Lefty will boot this away, and it's a great punt as the fair catch is called and made at the 7-yard line. So at the very least, Vikings able to flip the field position and start this drive for Detroit inside their 10-yard line. Ukulele has had 2-3 announced to start this game, but is fortunate to not have 2 interceptions as a couple of those errant throws were dropped. First down is a run for Swift, and he had to really work to get those yard there back to the 8-yard line as Daniel Manning there to make that tackle. I checked that's Dante Manning. I think of Daniel Manning, who used to play for the Bears in Kansas City. Second down and 9. Here comes Ukulele and a good throw for Freiermuth, and he breaks a tackle and has a first down. Tackled at the 20-yard line by Scooby Carter as Pat Freiermuth, another former Jacksonville Jaguar, making his presence felt here on that last play. And the tight ends in the NFC North, it's an interesting debate there. All four of those units have a outstanding man in between the tackle and receiver. You have Firemouth here for the Lions, Robert Shepard, who we talked about with the Vikings, Green Bay with Jay Sternberg, and who could forget the behemoth known as Cole Kmet for the Chicago Bears. So all four teams talented tight ends. Here's another run for DeAndre Swift. This is a much better effort this time, 9-yard gain on first down. And this is exactly where you want to live if you're DJ Ukulele. Young quarterbacks thrive on getting those positive plays on first down. And second down and 1, you can call almost anything. Jet touch pass will be the play call. It's Addison. He's got a first down. A lead blocker out in front. Great block by Swift. Addison still going and out of bounds inside the 50 in Minnesota territory now at the 47-yard line. That was a gain of 20 yards on second down and 1. And now the Lions are closing in on the spot that they punted the football in the last drive here at the 47. So Ukulele needs to figure out a way to get past this roadblock. And this is where these drives have stalled in the first quarter to this point. Ukulele running for his life and will have to get rid of the football. No one open there. Good coverage from the Vikings back end. And the front end there to apply some pressure on the former Clemson Tiger. DJ from the shotgun formation. You're going to hear me say that a lot today. Ukulele. Here comes Danielle Hunter, and Hunter's got him again. Sack number 2 of this opening frame, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Minnesota has tallied 3 sacks in this first quarter, and the Lions will open the second quarter with a third down and long, 18 yards to go from the 46-yard line. Hunter now has his X Factor activated, and on a third down and long, Lions will come out with a normal formation. 3-man rush from Minnesota, picked up. Ukulele stepping, running backwards, and then going down. Sack number 4, courtesy of Brian Burns, and back-to-back sacks of Ukulele will force a third 3-and-out in the first half. So Detroit, 7 points have come on the defensive side of the ball, and for the Detroit Lions, they're going to have to get the offense going, as you cannot rely on Antoine Winfield to score all of your points. Lions punt the football away. Ball's out of bounds at the 22-yard line as we are just a minute into our second quarter of the NFASL game of the week. Vikings begin this drive at the 22-yard line. Sam Howell's got 2 tight ends, a running back in the backfield. That's Jerion Ely, who we have yet to see a handoff to. See if he can get going here. And Jerion Ely is in that infamous trade with the San Francisco 49ers that the entire league knows about, as Ely does get the carry, gains 6 there on the ground. Excuse me, I have some technical difficulties. My controller just dropped out of my lap. Apologies for that. Gain of 6 yards on first down for Jerion Ely. And again, this was a running back who was drafted by San Francisco, traded as part of that Dalvin Cook deal that, in a lot of people's minds, ultimately gave Kaliko what was needed to win that Super Bowl last season. So here's another tight end screen setup for Shepard, and this one much better blocking as Shepard's able to find first down yardage to the 35. Give him a gain that time of 9 yards, and the Vikings have a first down. So both these teams scored it within 10 seconds of each other, and that's been it. These defenses to this point have done a good job of seeing which defense breaks first or which offense is able to make the play. Quick throw to Ely, good pass, good catch, and it's another first down for Minnesota. This time 11 yards is the pickup from the running back. And for the Vikings, already 159 yards passing in this first half. 75 of those yards did come from the Jordan Whittington touchdown pass. Tamori Tate was the man making the tackle for Detroit there, as the Lions look to get another stop. Here comes pressure. Hal Hizzy's throw doesn't matter as Cooper makes the catch in stride. First down inside the 40 to the 37. A couple of times today we've seen pressure from the Lions not get home. It did force an alteration of the throw, but you see the receivers are just so quick here from Minnesota, Amari Cooper, as well as Jordan Whittington, that they're able to still track the football and catch it in stride. First and 10 from the 37-yard line for Minnesota. Sam Howell looking to throw across the middle. Dangerous throw, and maybe I was wrong because Antoine Winfield Jr. has picked off another pass. Interception number 2 for number 28, and Antoine Winfield Jr. making the most of his opportunities here in the first half. Detroit gets a much-needed turnover there as Minnesota was building momentum on offense. DeAndre Swift will get the give and shove a defender to the turf before being brought down on his own at the 31-yard line. Another nice gain on first down for DeAndre Swift, the former Georgia Bulldog, and a guy that has really been the staple of the running game for Detroit in the Coach Dom tenure. Ukulele rolls to his right and then is going to meet the turf, courtesy of Domani Jackson, the number 1 overall selection from a couple of seasons ago, now with a sack. That's only sack number 5 of his career, but you're seeing the speed and the versatility that he brings at the left corner position. That'll set up a 3rd and long for the Detroit Lions, and another pressure throw. This one somehow is caught by DeAndre Swift. Goodness gracious, he's unable to get the first down, but just the fact that he caught that pass within 4 Viking defenders was mesmerizing. So again, Cam Johnston, who's been a busybody in this first half, punt number 4 for the Lions. Offense still unable to get churning, as Whittington will let the ball sail out of bounds to 27. So quite the punt fest here in this first half. 7-7 our score. Vikings got the football. I believe they got the football second. The Lions did get the football first. Yeah, so the Vikings will get the ball to start the second half. This is a huge drive for Minnesota. First play is a bootleg throw to the tight end. That's Robert Shepard's 3rd grab here in the first half. Gain is 7. Vikings back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Howell barking out instructions to his receiving core. Howell will throw. He's got a man. It's Eric Ebron who has the first down as he slipped between the linebacker and corner to get that catch and move the chains for the Vikings. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Vikings. Sam Howell today threw that interception early, but other than that, he's been very efficient with his throws. Here's another quick throw at Shepard again, and a gain of about 8. And you're seeing the rapport that Sam Howell has with his tight end, Robert Shepard. These two have been working ever since he was drafted, Shepard was, in the first round. Working since training camp, OTAs, you name it. They have really been putting in that effort in the gym to get that connection as good as it can be. And again, Shepard's a rookie tight end. Guy that has a lot to learn here in the NFSL. Drag route, Shepard again. He's got the first down and picks up 6 on that catch. With that last completion, Sam Howell has now eclipsed 200 yards passing here in the first half. Howell, again, has only thrown for 400 yards once in his career. So this is an atypical performance from Sam Howell. A lot of throws today from Coach Bacchus. Again, when you start the season 1-3, there are a lot of things that you want to try to fix. And clearly the passing game was something that Coach Bacchus really wanted to focus on going into this game. It was a good run there from Ely out of the gun. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning as Chris Rumpf II with the tackle. So 2 minutes left in the first half here in Minneapolis. Vikings on top of the Lions. Vikings and Lions are tied at 7 at the 41-yard line on a 2nd down and 3. Sam Howell with a 4-man rush. Will look for Shepard. He's got him, and Shepard is off to the races. Goodbye. Touchdown, Minnesota from 41 yards away. Robert Shepard has broken our 7-7 tie, and Jeffrey Brandt on for the extra point and nails it. 14-7 now our score. Minnesota went on a 6-play, 73-yard drive, encapsulating 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Now it's time for the Detroit Lions to respond, as DJ Ukulele has been stuck in neutral all first half long. It's been the efforts of Antoine Winfield Jr. that's kept the Lions afloat here. Can DJ Ukulele and this Lion offense find the rhythm, the recipe, whatever you want to call it, to get that football in the end zone in this drive? Here comes pressure. Picked up. Nice throw. Swift first down and more inside the 45 before being brought down by the ankles at the 46-yard line. Great man beater that time as Swift was able to sneak out of the backfield and beat the linebacker to the first down marker. Picked up 27 there on that pickup. Ukulele back to the air and misses a wide open target. It looked like Addison was right in front of Ukulele. That's a throw that you see happen a lot in this Madden. Those drag routes, slants, in routes right in your face. Sometimes those quarterbacks, if you don't have the abilities, will sail them and overthrow them, as you saw in that last throw. Tight formation now in 2nd down and 10. Ukulele continuing to throw the football. Both teams not really using the running game too much today, as Sage Surratt has his first catch, and he takes a big hit at the 48-yard line. Timeout called by Minnesota with 1:14 remaining in our opening half. Week 6 NFASL Game of the Week. Vikings up 14-7. It's been an interesting game thus far. A couple of turnovers by these two teams. Minnesota has turned it over twice. Lions have yet to do so. Here's a throw. Here is a miss. He had two receivers open. Freiermuth and I believe Addison were both by themselves. Cannot believe Ukulele missed that throw, and I know Coach Dom is screaming after that misfire. So yet another drive gets to midfield and stalls. That's been the narrative today for this Lion offense, as another punt from Johnson pins the Vikings back at their 13. So Minnesota will operate with 1:02 left in the half. 2 timeouts to work with, and Sam Howell fresh off his second touchdown pass of the first half. Play action give. Howell looking. He's going to take the underneath throw to Kyle Juszczyk, changing the shade of purple he's wearing for a Baltimore Raven out of University of Harvard. Or Harvard University. I may have butchered that. Sorry if I did. 2nd down and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. Empty set. 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end on the field. And Howell's going deep across the middle, and he's picked off for a 3rd time. This one was done by Tracy Walker, and the superstar safety has set up the Lions at their own 45-yard line with 49 seconds left in the first half. Like the idea there was trying to hit Robert Shepard across the middle, but that ball was just a little bit too flat. And as we know in Madden, these corners can really jump in front of those types of throws. As a good throw from Ukulele to Addison, and he's all the way down inside the 25 to the 21. Timeout at that spot with 42 seconds. Detroit calling timeout number 1. Big pickup that time of 32 yards. And Scooby Carter was finally able to track down Addison at the 21. So best drive of the day so far as Minnesota defensively is trying to buckle here. Vikings will throw another catch by Addison and a huge shot at the 2-yard line. Lions will call another timeout. And now we're in their very first down and goal situation today. It is imperative that the Lions can finish this drive with a touchdown as they're down by 7. Looking to go into the half, knotted up at 14, because again, Minnesota gets the ball to start the second half. Ukulele to throw from the under center, and he's got a touchdown. It is a beauty of a throw. That is T.J. Hawkinson, the number 2 tight end, as he's got touchdown number 1 on the season. The extra point is good, and Ukulele is able to finish that drive out. 3 plays, 55 yards, and 15 seconds, it says. I may be wrong about that. They might have said 35 seconds. However, the Vikings did turn the ball over for a 3rd time here, and that has been the story. Lions offensively, before that drive, had not been able to get past midfield. And with these interceptions as well as the field position game that the Lions have been playing, it's kept them in the football game. We're now knotted at 14, as Minnesota will look to most likely run the ball here, as they do. Ely gets outside, and this is a big run here for Ely out to the 39-yard line, picking up 16 yards on the ground. And for Jerion Ely, it's been quite the season, as last year he ran for over 1,700 yards. This year he's seeing those carries dip down by a percentage point. It looks as if he's getting, I would say, 15% fewer carries than he did at this point last year. So the Vikings moving more towards a passing attack centered around these receivers. And the addition of Robert Shepard has really been a blessing for Coach Bacchus. Here's another tight window throw and a beauty of a grab by Shepard, showing off the full repertoire of his catch radius that time as he makes the toe drag swag catch at the 37-yard line. Steps out of bounds as well, so that'll stop the clock with 24 ticks remaining in the first half. Inside zone give for Ely, and he takes a huge hit from Chris Rumpf. And the Vikings will administer timeout number 3 with exactly 20 seconds left in the second quarter. So now that they no longer have any timeouts, Minnesota is going to need to work the sidelines here with 20 seconds left at the 31-yard line. Howell to throw. It's looking for Shepard, and it's incomplete. Looked like Shepard was going to have a struggle of a time to catch that football in traffic and was unable to do so. Not the best throw from Sam Howell. I thought he was going to lead him to the outside. Instead, tried to throw the ball up the middle. And fortunate that he didn't turn it over here. So the Vikings after that are just going to kick the field goal, and Brandt's kick from 48 is true. Right down the middle. And the Vikings retake the lead here in Minneapolis. 17-14. Lions will get the football back, but only have 10 seconds and a timeout to work with. So let's see if they're even interested in calling a play. As we head to halftime, let's take a look at some scores around the NFASL. A couple of games have been played earlier today as the Chicago Bears, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, defeating the Cincinnati Bengals essentially at the buzzer, last second field goal there. A big win from the Baltimore Ravens against the New England Patriots, registering Patriot loss number 1, as now the Las Vegas Raiders are the lone undefeated team in the AFC. Speaking of getting off the schneid, Coach Gabe and the Colts with win number 1 on the season, defeating the Los Angeles Chargers earlier today, as we have hit halftime here at US Bank Stadium. So after 30 minutes of play, Vikings on top of the Lions 17-14 in an all-important Week 6 edition of the NFASL Game of the Week. I'm Thomas Jones IV, and live from US Bank Stadium. We're kicking off here, second half. Vikings will set up at the 25-yard line. First half for Minnesota, Sam Howell's first drive ended in a pick 6, courtesy of Antoine Winfield. Next drive was a one-play score, 75-yard bomb to Jordan Whittington. And then after that, it's been some punts mixed with a couple of good drives. They were able to get a touchdown to Robert Shepard late in the first half, and then they were able to get a field goal right before the end. So the Vikings will begin the third quarter with a play-action throw. It's Shepard again, and a big hit again, as every time Shepard cuts up field, he's taking licks at the 39-yard line. That was a gain of 14. And on the first play of the third quarter, Vikings have themselves another first down. Both teams have not had issues moving the football down the field. It just seems to be when they get to around that midfield spot is where these drives have tended to stall. Here's a toss for Jerrion Ely, and it's not going to work. The Detroit Lions all over that play call. Diagnosed in red that time, as you saw the tackle made in the backfield. And for Jerrion Ely, that's only carry number 5 today. So now that you have a 3-point lead and you're a Minnesota Viking fan, I'm sure you are imploring Coach Bacchus to utilize that ground game a little bit more. Pistol bunch tight end formation. Here's the cross drag, and a dangerous throw is incomplete, looking for Whittington. And the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, but there were 3 Detroit Lions in the area, as Sam Howell's already thrown 3 interceptions today. Very surprised to see him attempt to throw like that here in the third quarter. That will set up a third down and long for Minnesota at the 38. Another screen set up for Shepard. Blocks in front. Can he get the first down? He can! He works through the 50-yard line. What a gutsy play call there from the Vikings to throw a screen pass to the tight end. As with that catch, that is reception number 9 today for Robert Shepard. He's up to 126 yards and a touchdown. So he's having himself a whale of a game. Howell, again, operating from the gun. We'll check it down to Ely. He's got a block in front. He's still going inside the 25 and will be stopped at the 24-yard line. Way to turn a little bit of something into a big amount of something, as Jerrion Ely took a swing route as he caught that ball right at midfield at the 48-yard line and turned it up another 26 yards before stepping out of bounds. So this opening drive from the Vikings has been successful to this point. Another check down. Ely again close to first down yardage. He has sniffed down there to the 14. And based on where the ball has been spotted, that's enough for a first down. So Minnesota now 14 yards to go from Pater. They're going to hand it off to Ely on first down. No, that's the rookie. Excuse me, that's the backup Brown. Brown will pick up 2 yards on first down, and Chris Rump again in on the tackle. He's been busy today, Chris Rump has. all over the field. He's really been the guy that's been tackling everybody, and then Antoine Winfield's been playing that ball hawk safety as you see him at the top of your screen. Actually, no, he's down in the slot. Interesting, and that's where the throw will go, and Winfield in tight coverage may have altered the trajectory of the ball as Shepard could not catch the ball for a 10th time. So we're now looking at a 3rd down and 8 yards to go from the 12-yard line. Sam Howell, another crucial 3rd down. Again from the gun, 4-man rush, throw over the middle. It's an errant throw, and I cannot believe that didn't get picked off. We saw the Vikings drop a pair of those as well. Maybe Madden updated the game last night and ruined catching, but we have seen some just horrendous throws today not get intercepted. And there was another example as the Vikings are going to settle for 3 and extend their lead. It doubles now from 3 to 6. So our score is Minnesota 20, Detroit 14. However, a good stand there from the Detroit Lion defense not to allow a touchdown on the opening drive. So they'll get the football back, still a 1-possession game. And for DJ Ugalele, he showed some promising signs at the end of the first half. Was able to engineer a quick 3-play, 55-yard drive to get the Detroit Lions knotted up at 14 with Minnesota at the time. So now trailing by 6, Ugalele will step back out on the field. From the single back formation. Ugalele will make a give. He's got good pocket to go with. He's going to take a deep shot for Addison, and it is knocked away. Double covered that time. Looked like Minka Fitzpatrick had an opportunity for an interception. Instead, swatted the football away, and it will set up a 2nd down and 10 at the 25-yard line. So remember, everybody, it's season 6 here in the NFASL. The big ruling, of course, is the whole interception to touchdown ratio and the subsequent loss of development traits if you are well above that litmus test or that watermark, if you will. First down throw there to DeAndre Swift, a pickup of 11 yards, so the Lions now at the 36-yard line. Both running backs have been very active out of the backfield today. Back to the point about the interceptions again, it's a interception to touchdown ratio of 1.5 to 1. Anything over that, you will lose a development trait. So again, be mindful of that rule change. Be mindful of the fact that anybody is subsequent to this rule, myself included. If I throw 30 touchdowns and 45 interceptions with Lamar, X factor's gone. So the point of this whole rule is to make sure that everyone has a unique play style. Guys aren't just chucking the ball down the field as we're seeing week in and week out, it feels like. Ugalele, a quick throw and a huge shot. Dislodges the football. Oh my goodness, that was reminiscent of Ray Lewis on Dustin Keller back in 2010. Oh my goodness, what a hit. It's 3rd down and 7 now for the Lions at the 40-yard line. Looked like they had an easy first down pickup, and instead Scooby Carter dislodged that football and said no mas. So we're looking at a 3rd down. Detroit today has not been very good on 3rd downs. They've only converted 2 of their 7 attempts. Let's see if they can make that a 3 for 8 here on this 3rd down. Play clock down to 6 seconds before Ugalele gets the snap off. And a 4-man rush is getting home, and it's a throw at a sack that will lead to an incompletion. So Brian Burns coming off the blind side there to force that incompletion, and a familiar face for Lion fans is Cameron Johnston out for a punt for the 6th time today. Again, we'll kick it out of bounds at the 26-yard line, so the Lions unable to answer the Minnesota Vikings field goal drive. And now Minnesota will get the football back up by 6 with 4:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Week 6 NFASL game of the week between the Vikings and Lions live from US Bank Stadium. Battle for NFC North bragging rights. Play action. It's a rollout. Hale is going to have to get rid of the football and does so. That bootleg did not work at all. As you saw, the Detroit Lions were in the defensive contain. And as soon as Howell saw both defensive linemen waiting for him after that play action, he knew that there was no chance of completing a pass. So a smart decision there from Coach Bacchus there to throw that football away. It sets up 2nd down and 10. As the Vikings will flip the formation. Shepard, who's been outstanding today for Minnesota, 9 catches, 126 yards. Looks like he's going to get one here. Throw out a sack, and it's an interception. It is Jackson, and another opportunity for a pick six, and he's in, but there's a flag. Reggie Jackson with a block in the back at the 2-yard line will negate a pick six that would have given Detroit the opportunity to kick the extra point and have the lead. However, they'll set up at the 13-yard line, so again, a huge turnover. That's interception number 4 for Sam Howell today. Lions will go ground game on first down. DeAndre Swift will pick up a yard on that counter run as we dip under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Sam Howell today just has not had his A game, as those 4 interceptions have been detrimental to the Vikings. There's a toss, and it's Addison on the little end around. Good blocking there. He's inside the 10, lose the football, and it goes out of bounds. Fortunate that time for the Lions to retain possession, as this football is not being taken care of very well. We've had 4 interceptions. We've had 3 more that I thought were going to be interceptions, and now this fumble, but the ball goes out of bounds. Lions will get the football up to 12, but they are in danger of setting up in a fantastic position on the field and not having the ability to finish it out with a touchdown. Let's see if the Lions can pick up these 9 yards. 2 of 8 today on third down. Make that 2 of 9. That ball incomplete. And again, the Lions just cannot seem to get the first down on that third down opportunity. So Jason Sanders will trot out onto the field for a 29-yard field goal try. Left hash mark kick is good, and the Lions now move back within 3 points of the Minnesota Vikings. It's 20-17. So the Vikings defense stands tall after the change of possession. Sam Howell's 4th turnover only turns into 3 points for the Lions. But again, all 17 points today have come off of turnovers. Minnesota will get the football back at their own 25-yard line. Sam Howell, again, having thrown the 4 interceptions, needs to figure out a way to slow it up. Handoff here, that's a good way to not throw an interception on back-to-back passes, run the ball on first down. But the Lions were ready for it as Ely gets a short gain of about 2. LaRoe, who was drafted this past year in the first round by Detroit, makes that tackle. He's been quiet so far, but I expect LaRoe to start to get things going. Howell to throw. It says throw out a sack animation, and it is dropped. Looked like another interception. And for the Vikings, I am just shocked that these attempts are still happening. After 4 interceptions, you'd think that Coach Bacchus would want to change the game plan up, but looks like the air game is still going to be the way that the Vikings want to operate here. As Howell's got an empty gun here on third down and 8. There's a tight end screen, and the Lions this time are ready. Short gain of 4 yards as Sam Howell today, 20 of 31, 339 yards, a pair of touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That was catch number 10 by Shepard. He's up to 131 yards, so he's averaging 13 yards a catch. There's a punt, and the ball will step out at the 37-yard line. Lions force that 3 and out with quickness as they'll get the football back. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, trailing by just a field goal. DJ Ukulele today, no interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. And looking to add to that here. Motion man is Addison. He's going to fake the give to Addison on the jet touch. Will throw. And the ball is somehow hauled in. What a catch by T.J. Hawkinson. Excuse me, no, that was Freiermuth that made that play. The superstar tight end in the face of Bobby Okereke makes that catch at the 44-yard line. And again, that just goes to show you the animations that these tight ends get in Madden. The receiver would never make a catch like that. As the Danielle Hunter experience continues for the Detroit Lions. That's sack number 3 for Hunter. This one is a huge loss of 9. And the Lions will walk back to the 47-yard line for a second down and 19. So after the big catch by Freiermuth, almost all of those yards come right back on the following play. Ukulele now in the gun on a second down and long. Throw, caught, it's Sage Surratt. He breaks a tackle, which actually didn't help his cause as he's now backed up to the 44-yard line. No forward progress there. If he were to stay tackled where he caught the ball, I would believe the spot would have been about the 40. So lost about 4 yards due to that broken tackle animation. And it's now 3rd down. Good pocket, good throw, but it's incomplete. Tight man coverage. Okereke was all over DeAndre Swift. And a familiar sight, and yet again, the Lions get to midfield and are unable to get past the 45-yard line. Here's a punt. This one is by far Johnson's best of the day. Look where it goes out of bounds, the 4-yard line. And that has been what has kept the Lions in this game. And again, kind of goes to the whole reasoning why the NFASL has this interception rule. Instead of trying to hit these big throws and throw all these interceptions, you play the field position game, most of the time it works out for you. It doesn't work out here as Healy gets 23 yards on that stretch run to end the 3rd quarter. So as we start quarter number 4 from US Bank Stadium, Minnesota leading the Detroit Lions 20-17. Ball will be spotted at the 27. Detroit Lions offense has been abysmal today. Vikings have been able to pick up yards, but they have turned the ball over 4 times. So it's been a tale of 2 cities, if you will, for these two, as Minnesota is going to continue to work the ground game now by 3, as Leroux registers tackle number 2. It's been quite a contrast in styles here. Both teams have passed the ball a lot, but really more known, especially the Vikings, more known for their ground game. It's really surprising to see this effort from Sam Howell today. Howell's going to go for a deep pass, and why not when you have a guy like Whittington? And that's why you do it, as he draws the PI on Josh Jackson. And that will spot the football in Detroit territory all the way at the 24-yard line. First down now from that spot for Minnesota. Howell rolling to his right, throwing for Shepard, and he overthrows him. That pass was on the run. Howell, not necessarily known as a mobile quarterback, unable to hook up with his rookie tight end. Shepard, however, has been the primary target today. He's got 10 catches. He is about, 8 or 9 catches away from Brandon Marshall's record, so still a ways to go. Screen set up for Ely, and that will be a minimal gain, maybe to the 20-yard line, so 4 yards the pickup, and Ely's got 4 catches for 50 yards. Chris Rumpf, another tackle. He's up to 3 tackles today. And a gigantic 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings. Field goal would keep this at a one-possession game. A touchdown make this a 2-possession game. Motion man is Ely. Howell throwing middle. It's caught. Shepard. First down. More. Touchdown. There it is. Touchdown number 2 for Shepard. Touchdown pass number 3 for Howell. Vikings now extend the lead. It is 27-17, and it is time now for the Lions to get the offense going. They have to. Down by 10. Only scored 10 points offensively, and all 17 points have been off of turnovers from Minnesota. So the Vikings have yet to show us a drive that they could muster from their own 25-yard line to go the distance and get a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it here in the final quarter of our game of the week. Again, a touchdown might not necessarily be the goal here, but at least some points on the board. Get this back down to a one-possession game has to be what Ukulele's preaching to his fellow teammates here. First pass is a dump down to Swift, and a good decision as he's at the 40, 45, and tossed out at the 46-yard line. We've seen that multiple times today from both squads, dumping the ball down to the running back out of the backfield, letting them catch the ball, turn around, and get those yards after the catch, and we've seen a couple of really big run-after catches. There was a gain of 20. Here's an in route, and a nice route that time from DJ Ukulele. That was a nice throw and catch to Justin Ross. First time we've called Ross's name today. He's been silented by the pairing of Damani Jackson and Scooby Carter. See if the Lions can get him going. That would be a huge boost to this passing attack. First down. Ukulele from the 40. Good pocket to work in. Rolls up. Steps. Throws. It's intercepted. Damani Jackson was able to pick the football off. Was looking for Sage Surratt. And the first turnover today by the Lions could not have come at a more inopportune time. Ukulele was looking to hit his man over the middle and just threw it maybe a hair or two in front. And that's all Damani Jackson needed to come away with the crucial turnover. 6:33 to go. Vikings up 27-17. And they can smell it here. Let's see what they got in store. Play action throw for Ely. He's got a first down as he takes a huge shot at the 36-yard line, courtesy of Antoine Winfield Jr. The good news for the Vikings, other than the first down that they just picked up, is that this clock is continuing to run. That's on their side right now, as this is a 2-possession lead, as the Vikings are looking to continue to run that clock down. Strong power inside zone give out of the pistol will garner a gain of a yard. Jerrion Ely only has 9 carries today for 60 yards. However, the Vikings are nursing a 10.8. Second down. See everyone down from the screens for Detroit. Howell again going off for Whittington. And this one, it could have been intercepted by Jackson, but it was batted away. And for the Vikings, they will breathe a sigh of relief, as that pass was not interception number 5 for Howell. Third down and 9, 5:24 remaining. Vikings need to get to the 46-yard line for this drive to continue. Four-man rush from Detroit. Here comes pressure up the middle. It's picked up. Howell throws. He's picked off. That is interception number 5. Number 5 today, and Antoine Winfield has a hat trick. 3 of those interceptions and 1 return for a pick 6. So 3 touchdowns today, 5 interceptions for Howell. Not a good day at the office. Can the Lions respond? Play action. Ukulele rolling to his left, throwing back middle. Aaron throw to no. Off by Tremaine Edmonds, and he's darting into the end zone for a game-sealing pick 6. My goodness, I don't know what DJ Ukulele was looking at that time. That's the classic situation where you want to throw the football away. There were no receivers within eons of Tremaine Edmonds. That throw was almost as bad as Neil O'Donnell's pick 6 in Super Bowl 30. It was almost that bad. I'm sorry, I'm also at a loss of words as to what the decision-making was there for Ukulele. I don't know what he saw there, but instead it was a Minnesota Viking dancing in the end zone, the end result. So after that devastating pick 6, Lions have to come back out on the field down 17, and time not on their side as they have just 5 minutes to work with. Ukulele's going to go for a deep shot. This will help, and it's caught! Justin Ross, 75 yards! And don't look now, but the Lions are right back in it. It is comical to think about how much the Lions have struggled offensively to this point. For them to get a one-play score when they most needed it. 8 seconds off the clock, identical to the amount of time that Jordan Whittington's touchdown from 75 yards it took the same amount of time. So we're back at the 10-point deficit, 4:57 to go. Pressure now back on the Viking offense to run this clock down. Lion defense, of course, needs to get a turnover or a quick 3 and out to get the ball back in the hands of DJ Ukulele. As he's thrown a pair of touchdown passes today, Howell's thrown 3 of them, but has also thrown 5 passes to the other team. Single back formation, ace on first down and 10. Ely's going to get the give, left side, past the guard inside the tackle, and down to the 29 before being stopped after a gain of 4. In on that tackle was LaRoe. Again, Carl LaRoe, rookie. Playing pretty well today. He's been all over the field in the run game. Every time Ely runs to the left, it seems LaRoe's there waiting for him. So pick up a 4. Clock is down under 4.5 minutes to go. Vikings come out in a pistol bunch formation.
2nd and 6.
Lions counter with a 4-3 base defensively. Howell's going to pass here. He's going to throw for Whittington, and he's got him in bounds, and Whittington is thrown out at the 43-yard line. Huge pickup that time for Whittington. That was all the way down to Detroit territory. It was a pickup of 26. And Whittington now over 100 yards in the day. Howell flushed out of the pocket is going to have to deposit the football out of bounds, and will stop the clock in doing so with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. That play was exactly what Detroit wanted to see there, as not only did the Vikings pass the ball, but they had to throw the football away, stopping the clock. So the Vikings now looking at a second and 10 from the 43. Ely on the left side is going nowhere. Chris Rumpf made that tackle after a gain of about 2 yards. And a humongous 3rd down and 8 looms large for Minnesota. They need to get to the 33-yard line for this drive to continue and for that clock to continue running. 3:40 left to go. Vikings nursing a 10-point lead. They're going to come out in the I formation. They'll run the ball with Ely. Stretch run. Ely close to first down yardage as he takes the hit stick, but not close enough. 4th down and 1. Detroit calls a timeout, and the Vikings are leaving their offense on the field to go for it here on 4th down. They just need to get to the 33-yard line again. It'll be a yard away. 4th down and short upcoming. Goal line formation and goal line defense here. Rare to see that, as we have a 4th down and 1. Howell will throw, and he loses the football. Picked up by the Lions, and there goes Chris Rumpf. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, score! Oh my goodness, we have ourselves a ball game. The decision making today by these two quarterbacks has been head scratching. Again, it's a Monday morning quarterback league. Hindsight is 2020, whatever idiom you want to use. But on 4th down and 1, that was a catastrophe for the Minnesota Vikings. Lions now down by 3. 3:20 left to go, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back, and they're going to need to figure out a way to get this game to 0-0 and get the hell out of here. This has been a nightmare for Sam Howell. 5 interceptions and a fumble. Detroit has scored 2 touchdowns defensively today, and a 3rd one would give them the lead. So Howell from the 25-yard line, still throwing the football. I cannot believe this. But it ends up working out as Ely gets the 1st down, and that'll take some time off the clock. So that decision to throw the ball on 1st down, fruitful, as it picks up 13 yards. But just the fact that Howell has the confidence, and I guess Coach Bacchus has the belief in his quarterback to continue to throw the football after the game he's had, I don't think a lot of coaches would have that level of confidence in their guy. 1st and 10. As you see the clock down all the way down to 2:35. Howell throwing again. Howell hit as he throws. It's caught by Whittington and then dropped. So that will stop the clock at 2:31. And again, if the Lions are able to somehow come back and win this game, the post-game press conference for Minnesota is going to be electric. There are going to be so many questions asked of Coach Bacchus as to why he's continuing to throw the football, as he's going to throw again on 2nd down. It's a drag route. It's caught by Shepard, who stays in bounds, and there you go. That's why you throw the football when it works out to perfection as it did that time. And another 1st down. Lions call a timeout prior to the 2-minute warning. They have just 1 timeout remaining, and now the Vikings up by 3 are at the 44-yard line of Detroit. So the 2-minute warning will stop the clock, and the Lions have a timeout left as well. So that's all that the Lions can do to keep this clock from running. Vikings now taking their time calling a play here, as again, this is a huge sequence for Minnesota-Detroit. 3-point game, 2:23 left to go. Howell will give the handoff for Whittington on the sweep, and he'll step up and get taken down at the 43-yard line. That was a gain of just a yard. Detroit, of course, calls their final timeout with 2:20 to go. So essentially, a 1st down could end the game here for Minnesota. Ely up the middle, nowhere to go. Picks up maybe another yard. And that should be the last play prior to the 2-minute warning, as LaRoe has yet another tackle. 120 seconds left in this NFASL game of the weekend. What a doozy we have been treated to. Vikings were up 34-17 with 5 minutes left in this game. And at the 2-minute warning, it is a 3-point game. Looking at a 3rd down and 8. And this is the game. Draw for Ely, and what a play call as Ely's got the first down, and the Vikings can take a kneel and escape this game victorious. When push came to shove, the Vikings turned to the ground game, and it was enough to get them this victory. Howell takes a knee, and for Coach Bacchus and the Minnesota Vikings, this is a win that they desperately had to have, as the Minnesota Vikings with this victory improved to 2-3 on the season, and will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers next week. For the Detroit Lions, a tough pill to swallow today. Offense only turned the ball over 1 time, but were unable to get anything going really offensively, as you see the 31 points put on the board, but 14 of those came off of defensive touchdowns. Lions will drop to 3-3 on the season, but again, nothing to be ashamed of, off to a great start. And for Coach JD, this is exactly what he wanted to see, picking up another game on the second place team. So as the clock hits 000, that'll do it here in Minnesota. Vikings victorious by a final of 34-31 in Week 6 NFASL's Game of the Week. So for my entire crew, I'm Thomas Jones IV, wishing you all a safe and prosperous evening. And we'll check back in on the NFASL next week, Week 7's marquee matchup. See you.